Hello and welcome to my first league racing video. Today around Spa, Belgium, which is usually a good track for me. The place seems really good in PSGL round 3. First two rounds was Bahrain and France, and they were pretty decent. Got P8, P5 in
Right, good
this grid
luck.
is quite good. It's quite consistent, so it's only been two rounds, so no one knows who's in the championship charge or who's not. So looking for a good result here because again my pace seemed really good in practice. So I'll be driving the Haas this season, which isn't the preferred car for anyone I don't think, but yeah, they're all equal, so it shouldn't hamper me at all. So far in the championship, I am behind Iana Otmir, Danny Moreno, Frederick Rasmussen, Schnappke and Lucas Blakely, so no shocks that I'm behind them. But ideally I want to mount the challenge onto the top 5, hopefully, but obviously all 5 of them drivers are esports drivers, top tier esports drivers, so it's going to be quite a tough order to do that. So in the background is my first qualifying lap of the whole session in Q1. Going up the Camel Straight, it's a 29.768 first sector, which in Q1 is quite alright, because you only have 3 sets of softs to get the job done going into Q3. If you mess up once, then you've pretty much compromised your whole qualifying session, or massive snap through there, through no name, which wasn't ideal, scrubbing off a lot of speed, but now through P1, pretty decent, carrying good minimum apex speed. Now into the fast chicane, hooking the inside curb and then hooking that curb, and then just looking back on it, it's just not committed enough. It's a 12.1 coming to last, which is not very fast at all. Schnapper gets out the way on the inside now actually, but going into the bus stop I wasn't happy with this lap at all. So yeah, I'm gonna have to nail the bus stop to even get a half decent time out of this. I think the first apex alright, struggling with a bit of understeer for the second part, but yeah, it was okay.
At least
So
there was a
bad,
better.
40.0, that's not
At least there was a better allow chicken than
not
mine yesterday.
flying. So at this point I thought that is going to get me out, but as you can see here, I got through to Q2 and now I'm on the mediums, because it's actually supposed to be raining in the race like halfway through, but on our weather like display it only said it was going to be one block of rain, so we all thought that we could go medium to soft, get to the rain, put on inters and then go back to softs, but obviously later on you'll see that does not happen. But 0.8 first sector, not bad, but then not hooking that curve right, but then carrying good minimum speed through there. Now into, I don't have a clue what this is called, but yeah, bit of a snap, then through no name, completely messing that up, did not get the front rotated, but now through pull on, carrying good speed through there, and then into the fast right left chicane, which is really hard on the mediums because you're just sliding about everywhere. But yeah, it's just not committed, it's not using all the track looking back on it, but it's easy to say now. 12.8 going into the last.
Not fast, but
Yeah, I say it's not fast, yeah, it's not
yeah,
ideal.
why?
I'm getting angry.
I'm nowhere near practice times.
As I say, I'm nowhere near practice times on PC because at the moment I'm just cracking under pressure. I hit that nice, that was good last chicane. Hitting both the apexes, getting good rotation on the front end, so there's a 40.8 high,
For your
that
Q3.
isn't ideal, but it got us through, not safely, right on the
Yeah, I don't
bubble,
think
so
Freddie will be happy with
it was
that.
just Danny Moreno behind us
Because
who
Q2
I was
is
shocked
like the
about,
same as
but
short.
P9, take that. Now
I
into
didn't get a good
Q3,
run.
this lap was done on very used tyres, so it's a 12.0 coming to last, which yeah, it's not ideal. It's not But for used tyres, yeah, it was looking for a decent banker. Hitting that nice and then just getting a snap on turning, so I just did not get the rotation down. It's a 40.0 again, so that's going to be
Yeah,
like
nice lap for used
6 tenths
tyres.
off pole. But
Yeah, must be fair.
as Anton and Luke say, good lap for used tyres, which yeah, it was okay. But I was starting my fastest lap of the whole qualifying. So over the DRS, getting a good launch onto the first straight. Now into the first corner, getting good rotation, pretty much sliding it around there, using all track and the curb on the exit. And now up Eau Rouge and Radion, just got to keep the wheel as straight as possible, it's not scrubbing any speed, but did pretty well. Then open DRS up the Kemmel straight. Now into the, well, I'd say probably the hardest corner on the whole track. Down into 5th, clip that inside curb, not really getting that properly, but using all the track on the exit, which is pretty good, and into the downhill right, clipping the apex, and then get it back in the rotation pretty well, into no name, hitting that well, using all the track, nearly invalidating, 2 tenths up, so we're on for a 0.6 at the moment, using all the track on the exit, pull on, and then into the fast right left chicane, using all that curb and then all that curb, very realistic, and you see everyone doing that in real life, and then using all the track again, so 11.7 coming to last, pretty decent from under the pressure, but it needed a good chicane, last chicane here to get maybe a 0.4, potentially a low 5, but now coming into the bus stop, braking just after 100 metres down into second, clipping that, getting good rotation. That was really nice last chicane, to be fair. Out to Lions provisional pole with
He was on a banger.
It can be a little bit of carnage because Freddy can maybe pass Nico and
I think
Freddy
so.
at the first corner, so you can maybe have a gap if there's carnage and put away
Yeah.
with Yana. So,
Oh my god, my legs.
ooh, that's close for the rain.
We'll make it, but it's just...
Yeah. Yeah, go and meet him. Yeah, I mean, you have to.
as you hear there,
Mm.
Freddy in P5 on the softs, where everyone else on the medium. So he won France from going on the strategy everyone didn't think would work, soft to medium, when everyone was on soft medium. So I always had that in my head, he could still be a factor.
Jesus.
But yeah, just skipping through the formation lap, because nothing else, you just weave to warm up your tyres. But now coming to the start, 5 red lights, away we go, getting a good start, to be honest. Yeah, just pretty even with Jarno, bit better than Nicholas, but go round the outside of Jarno, not trying to overtake him, just trying to carry the momentum to keep my position. Right here, I wanted to give Jarno a bit of a gap, so I didn't just slipstream all the way up Eau Rouge and Radion, and then be like side by side, like 4 wide going into Lacombe. It would literally ended in an aeroplane crash, so that wasn't very smart. But I left just enough gap to then cover the middle, so no one could go around the outside or inside. Jarno goes a bit wide there, so we're all over him, but I wasn't looking for a move here anyway. Can't dive from 2 turns back into here. But the start of this race is just trying to get settled into it. See it, oh, bit of oversteer on the curb. It was a bit, I know I was a bit tense, like quite tense in this race, because obviously qualifying at the front in this, I was, yeah, very tense. But so far on this opening lap, keeping Jarno quite well, but obviously I know he's not pushing if he wanted to push, and he'd be going a lot faster in this, better than the RS. But going down the back straight for the first time, Nicholas
Right,
3
nice.
tenths behind,
Come on.
Jarno 4 tenths ahead.
Maybe ask for rain.
But now Nicholas is trying to defend from Blakely, so he's forcing me to use a bit, and that's a bit awkward because I can't break late because Jarno's there. but also Nicholas is behind. But there was
Guess
a
spun.
massive
Yano, push.
crash, like just.
Longest spun.
And
Come on.
Freddy,
Freddy's out.
no
Yeah,
comment.
safety car.
Oh,
Died.
Martin
Yeah, there was a
said,
safety car, and I didn't think Yano would pit, so
Yeah,
I
that's what he
stayed out.
did.
No, I'm
But
He literally.
Yano did pit, which is quite crucial.
Yeah, I've heard Shaneka
because-
saying to Lucas maybe rain in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Jon-
it's quite crucial because Yano
wait,
goes
someone
to
just
softs
cracked.
expecting the rain quite quickly and
Sebastian's just dropped to
heavy, so he's gonna
P19.
have so much more grip.
What's happened there?
As you can see, it's still like bright skies at the end of the safety
Right.
car, so the rain doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon at the moment. So yeah, I'm just trying to warm up the tyres. And at this point, I did not really care about trying to drop Lucas off the safety car. I kind of wanted him to go with me, so then he could have a choice if he wants to overtake me and control the pace, because I don't mind not being in the lead here. It's only the last lap that matters, really.
that's fine.
And plus then I can save ERS behind him. As you can see here, Lucas, I instantly knew he was going to go for it. Yeah, struggling for traction on the cold.
Did Yano
mediums,
get anyone into turn
but-
one?
Shanika.
As you hear, Yano got Shanaka.
Unless you got 5
in
seconds
Turn 1.
for hitting Shanika.
But yeah, Lucas, easy pass up the Colonel straight until they come. So I just put up the slipstream. It gives me a little bit of a weave because I think he wants to work together to maybe fill a gap. But I was kind of just trying to run my own race, because I knew I was still in the chance to win this race. So skip on to lap 8, nothing really happened, just stayed in the DRS, used a bit of DRS to stick with him, and then here I wanted to overtake because the rain could easily fall, like, so it goes on to inters at any second. I wanted to be first into the pits, so coming down the Kennel straight, easy pass,
can break the
he lets
DRS here,
me
go on.
go. So he wanted to, that just proved that he wanted to work together. But now into the lead. It was quite, like, the conditions were quite hard, but I was feeling good at this point. Like, I was feeling quite confident. But as you see in the top left, Yano into P5, only 2.3 seconds behind, but his softs are going to be going off slowly but surely, so it is going to be quite hard for him to get past all these cars, including me and Lucas, to get to the front of the pack.
He's getting really slow. So.
But now on lap 9, Lucas is going to have me back. 'cause
Yeah, I don't
it
think he'll.
literally didn't start raining.
I don't
at
think
all.
he might get patched at this lap. I'm not sure.
It just kept on the same like weather for like the whole of that lap as well. Patrick Cepos trying to get past Domenico Lubeche. But yeah, Yano is such a big threat now because he's got past both of them and he's got a whole tank of VRS, so keeping him behind for more than a lap is going to be
Yano is
stupidly
under
hard.
100% ERS.
How?
I don't
And
know.
I say how is Yano on 100% ERS because that was crazy. I tried to leave a bit of a gap to Lucas so then I wouldn't close up to right to the back if Yano goes for a move. As you see, Yano both of us burning the ERS. It's getting close, but just about using enough ERS to cover him off. Now into whatever corner that's called. Yano, I thought he might have had a look, but then I was pretty confident going into the braking zone. He wasn't far enough alongside to even have a go, but now starting to struggle a little bit more because the rain's falling heavier. But into turn 1, those softs are still giving him really good traction somehow, even though we're 12 laps into the race and he's done like 11 laps, couple behind safety car. But now he's not as close here, so I didn't think it was be a bit of a threat, so I kind of like just switched off and thought I'd just take this next section like on normally. The closing speed and DRS is ridiculous. So yeah, through Lacon on the exit. Jarno is there. I didn't use ARS and he goes down the inside. Fair move. Got to leave space because he's there. And then yeah, I just back out here because there's no point. He's still going to be faster on them soft tyres. So yeah, he gets through into P2 and is looking really good already for this race win.
Wait, red lights are flashing. Means
Softs.
right? No, it's like
Not
fully
wearing
white.
because it's raining. As I said there, it's red lights flashing, so it's inters, which at this
Put
point
onto inters,
inters
give up
and
like they're,
softs or mediums were like pretty much equal.
Simon's not catching Philip.
They only gain
That's what I
1
mean.
second, Jake. They only gain 1 second.
I'm 8 seconds down.
Yeah, but you got to remember Spa's a bit longer, Jake, isn't it?
Pit lane short though.
As here, that 14
They can't be
Left of
top
the
pit.
rain.
we're saying discussing with Luke and Antoine if I should hit the inters or softs because it's supposed to dry up, but right now it's inters.
Safety car.
As I say, I
Pit,
go
pit,
pit. But now, what tyres do we all go on to? We
Do you go softs on-
inters and have the initial pace,
How long did the rain?
or softs? As you see there, I saw.
You on
red
inters or
lights
softs?
on
Soft,
Yarno's
soft, soft,
pit
soft,
lane.
soft, soft.
So I went on
Blakey's
to
gone hards.
softs at the end, right at the end, because I saw Yarno go on to pretty much.
Yeah, I'd
But,
go soft, Jake. It's going to
Blakey's
dry up.
made a mistake and gone on to hards. I don't know if it's gameful or whatever, but that's unfortunate for him. He's gone
He
on
just
to
got
hards,
shafted,
so I
nice
knew
game.
that is gonna be pretty much a free
Nice
position
choice.
Lucas
for
hard.
me in the end.
Hello?
But I knew he got jumped. in
I-
the
He
pit
forgot to
somehow
change,
there.
probably.
Oh
That
my!
wasn't ideal. Somehow
It better
getting
dry up in
jumped.
the safe car, otherwise Fab's getting there.
BC, Fabrizio
Straight up.
Ganoso and Patrick Zepos on the intermediates. So they are.
The safety
praying
car is gonna
that
last
it
like
doesn't
two
stop raining, but
more laps.
We are.
Yeah.
So now Colin's into the safety car. Lucas just was drifting around the whole track trying to get temperature in his hards, which is fair enough because, yeah, he is on hards and it's going to be horrible. But here I made a mistake, a big mistake. I did not warm up my tyres near as much. You see, yeah, just Blakey's got a better restart on hards and I was on softs. And now just the tyres is stone cold. Now on the exit of turn 1, we're already pretty much a second behind Jarno and Blakely. And it's worth to note, Jarno's gone to used softs. He has
That's
used
the right
his
choice,
offset
come on.
in the start of the race to catch back up. So he's on used softs, that's a big advantage for me. I will be faster in this last stint just purely because of he's got extra wear on his tyres. And now he gets past Blakely with a good move around the outside, and I knew I had to get a move on here, but there's just nowhere to get past. You see, Blakely is a bus on those hard tyres, which yeah, it's not his fault, it's just unfortunate. He's doing really well to be found the hards. So yeah, Jarno's completely gone already, like over a second in 2 corners. So yeah, I have to play it patiently. I haven't got enough grip to get past just in this section, but leading on to the back straight I should have a good advantage. Traction, ERS do get alongside and maybe make a pass. So yeah, using all of my ERS. I was going to try go to the inside, but yeah, I just didn't think the gap was big enough. It gives us a bit of a squeeze, but fair enough. Go around the outside, and then it's crazy the grip advantage, leaving a bit of space on the outside so we can just a bit of a fair racing. So yeah, up into P2, and now got a task of chasing Jarno for the race win. I look, already pulled half a second on Blake.
Come on, Jake.
In 1 corner. I didn't realise actually at the time Jarno was on used tyres. You see there, the gap is really coming down, like half a second a lap at one point. End of 19, getting a big snap there because it's still greasy the track. 43.2, pretty decent. Now into the first corner, sliding as usual through turn 1.
Yeah, no,
'cause this game
70% ERS.
is great. Now 1.1 on lap 20, 2 laps to go. Possibly, it's a possibility we could still win this race.
Still wet.
Yeah, so they're
I thought
still
it was
wet.
completely dry.
And yeah, I was struggling a bit at that last chicane in the wet. Again, sliding through turn 1 like usual.
You're pulling out a second lap on
And
the car behind.
1.2 to Yano now, so we've got a good section there. And now on lap 21, 1.2, 1.1, 1.2 again. And exiting. Yeah, it's
This is
looking
your final
unlikely we're
lap,
going to win
final
this,
lap
but
of the race.
starting last lap, see what we can do. So, again, but yeah, out of turn 1, getting decent
bring it on.
traction using all the ERS to come up to Rouge
Close.
Yeah.
early on. And now using literally all of it, down to 2%. But I'm pretty sure Yano was exactly the same, so it's fine. Now, into Lecom, this is where we'll have the advantage on just the fresher softs. Yeah, you see, look at that. 2/10 gained through there nearly.
What the fuck is going on here?
Into whatever this is called. Yeah. And into no name. And now I saw in the
What
top,
have I just seen?
I am fine to Blakely if I get a penalty, so I just thought I'll push the limits, see if I can get closer to Yano. But yeah, something funny happens in a minute. And through the fast right left, yeah, sliding, pushing the limits. And now on the exit corner I put on ERS, I don't turn it off, and
Oh my! I just got a penalty.
yeah,
Awarded a time
that
penalty.
was
You're alright.
Against our
Fine, you're alright, you're alright, you're alright.
that was interesting. So at that speed, that was the scariest thing I've probably done, considering this is what the stakes on the line as well. Oh, literally out. Oh, that was laggy. But into Lush Cane. Yano's gonna take another.
Why do you have to do like
Oh
such a
my
scary
God.
thing on the last
Yeah,
lap?
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
you fucking scared me.
Jesus.
At 5
thought you
seconds, I
lost the
thought you were in the
car.
wall.
Yeah. Oh, sheesh. GG,
And
Jake.
Antoine was
Like
steer.
300 viewers as well, Jake.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a
heart.
good race. That.
It's that
Yano-
one lap, the lap that I said that, you know, if you could have got past Lucas at the same point as Jano, you'd have probably had a
Yeah, I'd had
real
a
good chance of winning.
I couldn't
Yeah.
though, because like
Yano
I just
taking
think
the
I
win
could
once
restart.
again.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
winning
so
machine.
consistent. It's crazy.
But he's on like 17 podiums.
Like
or
we
something.
look, and I
It's
want
crazy, but
to.
yeah, that was a good race.
You have to say in
Good
interview that you
Shame
are
couldn't
thankful
fight
to
the
us
win, but
for the strategy.
as I
Yeah.
owed him at the start of that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have went on
You
Inters.
each
not
really
getting the
wanted
tyres
points.
I
lined
would
up.
have went on Inters.
But yeah, I said I would have went on Inters.
Yeah.
We want tags on Twitter as well. We want
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I will,
We want
so,
three.
so, yeah.
I will.
I want tags on Twitter. You want for the stream. You need to say go and follow them. You know,
They say
we'll
that they want
we'll have like
follows
I'll have 1,000 followers by the end of the night.
for engineering me. But yeah, that's the race. GG to Yano and Blakely. They were, especially Blakely.
Yeah,
I know
Yano was on
his
9K
bars,
viewers.
It was really good.
Jeez.
Cheers for
Yeah.
watching. See you next.